Woohoo! Jackie's alive and waiting. Woohoo! Girl. So I just told my friend Dell about Regenerate. I just took some Regenerate, so I'm gonna be all hot. Hey, good morning, I'm hot. Look, Dell, I got drums now. I got drums, I got puppets. You just don't even, you're like, what is Angela doing now? Whatever the fuck she wants. That's what we're doing. I got a snake too. Oh God, it freaked me out. Oh God, it's a puppet, but still it freaks me out. Ah! Anywho, we can name this guy today. He's wrapped around weird. So Dell, what's up? So nice to meet you. Dell is awesome. Dell's a captain of a ship. Yeah, he is. Oh God, that scares the shit out of me. It's a puppet, and it scares me. God dang it. So I look hot today because I just took Regenerate. She looks happy up here. Now, what? Scared. I'm so scared. How is the guitar? Are you still dancing with the fabrics? Yes, I got the fabrics they're going up in the barn because I'm doing my show, Del. I dare you to come to London. So one of my things in my show is aerial dancing, and very few people have seen me do it. Very few people have actually seen me dance, and Del right there is a witness. And it's hot as hell, isn't it, Del? Don't you lie. Don't you lie. And yes, I've got my guitar that you saved for me. Del saved my guitar. Y'all want to see it? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Yes. Del, beautiful guitar. This is my beautiful guitar with all pearl inlay, all one piece Kona wood. Very rare. This has got a great story to it. This has so many great stories, including dumbass Shelton. You know, dumbass Shelton. Hey, I did write a book called Dumb Model. Don't judge me, or judge me all the time. It's fine. I'm not judging myself. Yeah, I had left it for a man. I'm a big lover. I love like deeply and long and hard. Problem is, you know, not always the greatest picker. We're changing that. We're changing. I no longer date, Del. I will no longer date. You have to call my sister. If you can get past my sister, you might get into me. Because she has like gate. I made a list of requirements on my site of like what I personally like, but she's got to know. I'm like, yo, you know, don't just be picking anybody. Listen, I gotta have motocross. I gotta have that. I just want one, and I know what his name is. God dang. Ooh. Anyway, just got over my morning hot flash from Regenerate. Tina, I'm on it right now. I'm in the hot flash right now. God bless you, Tina. How are you feeling? I am feeling so good. I just took it just now to see what it does about the man brain, because I got a dude on my head. I do. I have a dude in my mind. I got a dude on my mind. And you want to know what his song is? Shoot, I can't look at my lyrics because I'm on my phone. But it was meet me at the top of the bleachers or underneath the stairs. Something, I don't care where we go. I go anywhere with you, baby. Blah, blah, blah. Something. Because I'm digmatized. Never seen one so that nice. So that's the truth. Digmatized. That's my problem. I'm aware of my problem. I'm digmatized. Never seen one that nice. It goes everywhere. It's perfect in every position. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm just going to be real. Let's get real clear. I know my problem. And you know what? When it's the best one, when it's the best, you will put up with some shit. And also the line in the song is, that's why I put up with such a dick, because he's got the best one I've ever seen or something. It's really funny. I wrote this song called Digmatized, which I will do in my show. And I will sing it on this guitar, which I don't know how to play yet. I can only play like 4 chords or something. And this is totally out of tune. And Del, I'm taking violin. Like, you're going to, yeah. It just continues. It's like, what is she doing now? What in the hell is Angela Shelton up to now? Well, Del, look. What else? What is she not into? Look what else I have. This happens too. And yeah, I love it when my old friends show up. They like to, because I can update you as I update them. Like my delivery driver keeps wanting to know. My delivery driver keeps like offering all kinds of deliveries. I was like, yo, I'm not into that. Not by you anyway. Anyway, oh my God, I'm super flush from Regenerate this morning. Same. Are you? I'm red too. I just took some. It's nice. We should have a Regenerate party. A Regenerate party. So, if you've been watching these videos, hey Jackie, good morning. I need to send you some Regenerate. I'll send it to you in a little package, so you don't need to have that big old bottle, because it is expensive, Del. It's like $200, but it's so worth it because you're not spending the $200 on the beer and the cigarettes and it actually saves money. You know what? You know when you spend money to save money? Me too. Oh my God, we're all on Regenerate right now. That's awesome. Sean would love it. Like I literally just took some. So gotta go do some interviews. I miss your face. I love you, Dal. Nice to see you. That was awesome. So yeah, I do this every morning now. Yeah, and this in August is going over my workbook. And next month, starting, oh God, what, on Friday? Friday we start what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might do read my sexy book. Keep it tamed. I don't know how do I get some? Oh, listen, it's in my link in bio, first of all. And it's also theoneinnashville.com. You have to type it all in. Don't Google it because you'll get a hotel, because it's a brand new site and a bunch of stuff is changing. And also because of the things he talks about, he does get shadow banned. So be aware of that. So you need to go The One in Nashville. You go theoneinnashville.com and it's Regenerate. It's $220. It's free shipping. It's the best money I ever spent in my life. I just ordered another bottle. Yeah. I just ordered another bottle. Yeah. And it's a supplement. The thing is you could put all the stuff together yourself. I've seen him do it. He's a mastermind. He's like a wizard, wizard chef in there, putting all of the concoctions together. He hand does each one of those bottles, just FYI. And also I know this guy. I've spent a lot of time with him. It needs to be like $300 because he's actually not really making a profit because of all the stuff he has to buy to put in it. And he wants to help people and see what our response is. I'm hot. And then, he'll go mass market. So how are you, Ange? Hey, Karen, what's up? Hi. So I share that with you. So I'm always going to share fun and funny healing techniques so that we can move forward funnier, faster. Elvis. Hey guys. Yesterday, Elvis showed up with my underwear. I don't know what's happening. Like, you never know what's going to happen around here. So today, where's my sword? Here it is. Today, we're coming to the end of this workbook with the sword of trauma. What's up? What? She got a snake around her neck and a sword and an octopus? The hell? The hell's going on over here? What the heck? This is Timothy, y'all. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Timothy. You're going to sit there so you don't pick my nose, okay? Because you keep doing that. You're afraid of snakes. Oh, yeah. Seriously. Snakes freak me the. So anyway, you can name this one. We can name her or him or whoever. So scary. I have a great snake story. I got tons of stories. But the stories today are the end of this workbook. We're coming to the end, y'all. So cliff notes for those who are like, why do you have a sword on your face? Why? What's happening? So a sword. I know this like, oh, look, you can see more. YouTube can see more. They can see my electric guitar. You can see the Emmy. I got an Emmy over here. That's fun. I could melt it and make spoons or something. Look, look, because that's. So we're going over my workbook that is the sword of trauma. So if you take any trauma that you've been through, whether it was your last boyfriend, your last crazy ass girlfriend, Don't call them crazy. Call them poisoned, because that's the truth. Yeah. So whether it was your childhood raised by wolves, don't insult wolves. or whether you went through the pandemic and lost everything, whether you went, whatever trauma you went through, whether it was, I lost 9 babies. Like what you went through the fertility nightmare, you went through trauma, your dad, your mama, whatever, any of it is like getting pierced with a sword. Okay. I was a bit in the eyeball in the rainbow pool. Oh my God. You were bit in the eyeball by a rainbow boa when you were 10. Whew. Okay, there you go. So whatever trauma you've been through, right? It's getting pierced with a sword. And that can leave you stuck if you don't address it. It's hard to breathe. You're going to live in fear. You're going to have anxieties. You're going to have health problems. It's hard to cuddle. It's hard to cuddle. And, you have issues. And also you can be an a-hole, and like upsetting everybody else around you because of your own trauma, right? You can get into relationships with people who are also wounded, and then you're not even in a relationship. Your wounds are. Or you can live like that for the rest of your life, or you can remove it, which is anger and tears. I just saved you so much money on therapy. I just did it. You can gift me a give love at AngelaShelton.com on PayPal or Cash App. I love Angela Shelton. I just saved you therapy. This is anger and tears. That's it. It's anger and tears. And you can spend 25 years on a sofa to get to the point where you can address your anger or your tears, or both, a combination of both. This right here, pulling it out, is anger and tears. And we already went through that. We go it again. We're at a different step right now. Step 3. Step 1, acknowledge it. Oh God, I have a sword. Step 2, remove it. Anger and tears. Step 3, heal the wounds. Some of us have a lot of them, And then step 4, you learn to use it, because you see that your sword, your trauma, is not the definition of you. It's something that happened to you. And you can use your experiences in life to do awesome things. So your sword becomes your drumstick. It becomes your microphone, becomes your guitar, becomes your paintbrush, becomes your knitting thingies, these thingies. Becomes whatever you're creatively doing in your life, despite the nightmare you went through, right? So then you're using it. Step 5 is playtime, because we're not talking about it anymore. There's no need to be in trauma and recovery 24/7. Who wants that? But it's more like taking back playtime and having play in your life, and elevating and expanding and living an awesome life. Step 5. That's it. So when we have your sword, look, here's a perfect in this workbook. It's like these could be swords, or it could be your microphone or your electric guitar, or you could write a book. I have crossed. I wish I was cross-eyed so I could see you twice. Oh my God. Oh, that makes me laugh, because I've been told I was my eye doctor, who he's hard to trust because he's a little fat. I'm sorry. Looks like SpongeBob. Anyway, he's like, listen, you got one eye that's a little bit crossed. Like, you got to wear your glasses to keep. So I was like, really? I got all these issues and I'm cross-eyed. Shit. Add that to the list. Angela Shelton cross-eyed. So funny. So how can you, this is page 111 to 114 is what we're going to do today. And if you're new here, it doesn't even matter, because it still is relevant. And if you are into this, go get them on my website, AngelaShelton.com. I know I'm sounding so sexy today, aren't I? Get it on AngelaShelton.com. And you can get the workbooks printed on Amazon. You can get them for the PDF. It's like $9. If you ain't got no money, this is why I do it for free. Because the people that have not, they're like, I ain't got no $9. My life is ruined. My life turned upside down with the pandemic. And we're like, hey, me too. This is why I share all this stuff for free, because I have been on the floor and because I was raised in poverty. So I cannot stand it. If I'll tell you, I will reveal everything. I have no secrets. You can ask me anything. Good morning, Leslie. You can ask me anything. I I like seeing your hearts and your comments, so I'm keeping the comments small. And for those who know me, I do have 14 million of these, and I got one eye apparently. This little cross. So sometimes I miss it. So don't take it personally. Hold yourself. Deal with your sword, right, Jackie? Hey, you too. God bless you. So these workbooks we're going through is still relevant to everybody, no matter where you're at. But if you want the whole thing, you can get them, and you can go through this on my TikTok and my website, and I'm putting it on my app. I have an app. I love Angela Shelton on Google and Apple. You can get it. I love Angela Shelton. And I also, by the way, side note, for those who didn't know this, is I write books, I write screenplays. I've won a bunch of awards, blah blah. I got shit like this. You know what I'm saying? And I got lots of accolades. I've been down the red carpets and stuff. But I'm a service worker, and I'm here for a higher purpose. You're welcome. And really, I'm a preacher. If I hadn't been a model, I would have been a preacher, but turned the pulpit upside down and danced on it, probably naked, and then got kicked out of church. So I do all the stuff outside. So I wrote this workbook. Okay, I wrote this workbook in the hero's journey. Right, the Joseph Campbell. That's where most screenplays in Hollywood, they're all written for the most part in the hero's journey. I wrote this workbook in the hero's journey intentionally, so that when you do your work and you actually write it out, you listen and you pay attention and you actually write it in your world, you will have the first draft of your book. You're welcome. And then I actually have a book writing group that if you need help with that, I do it the first Tuesday of every month in my private network. You can find a whole bunch of stuff on my links. I am hard to deep dive. Sometimes you deep dive me and you're like, wait, what? You have a kids show too and a cooking show? Do you have ADHD? No, I am the thumbnails for your ADHD. You want to write a book? I got that. You want to make movies? I got that too. You want puppets? I got that. You want to love an Elvis? Yeah, I got that too. You want to talk about sex healing after you? I got that too. I do comedy that's not funny. Yeah, comedy healing. Yeah, I do comedy that's not funny, because the stuff I'm talking about is very funny, but it's not funny at all. It's horrible. It's actually mortifyingly horrible. So I do comedy that's not funny. And this is why I carry around a sword. Because the swords that have wounded us are massive and horrible, and I don't want to talk about it. Because the truth of the reality of the abuse happening in this world makes me personally want to lie in traffic, because it's too daunting and too depressing. So that is why I committed to myself, and also to many, many others, and to kids, that I will be funny as hell. I'll be funny and fun. I'll bring the fun and funny in the face of the fear. Okay? Because there are organized perpetrators. There are organized perpetrators that are poisoning us in our minds and our mouths and our kids. Okay. And I say no more. I say there are more of us than there are of them. The issue is we've been stunted and poisoned in our minds and our mouths and our lives, so that they can continue doing what the hey they're doing, which is god awful. And that's why it's going to take the strong men and the strong women to bond together and say, this is why I get in trouble on stage. My number one thing I say, that's like my moniker, my little thing, is stop raping kids. Go yourself. And now I can add, click here, I'll show you how. So I have been in trouble for that. You know, I get like, oh my God, she said that. I'm like, yeah, I did. Hi. So that would heal so much in the world. Like if we just did that, if you just do that one thing, hey y'all, stop. I mean, that's it. We're done. We're good. That would heal so much. Take care of a lot of financial issues also. Anyway, hey, this is Clyde Half-Ass. Half-Ass! Sandra named him. He represents all the boys in the 20s that love me. Yeah, I love him too. He doesn't like anybody else but me, and I love him. If somebody's around, he's going to go like this. I love Clyde. So I have puppets. The reason I have puppets is because my daughter is a genius. I gave birth to this alien genius child. And she says to me, Mommy, you keep getting banned and suspended and in trouble. Speaking parables with puppets. I was like, damn, I wish I said that. God dang, I wish I said that. This kid says so many things that are t-shirts. Like when she was really, really little, she was like barely 2. And she goes, Mommy, why are we afraid of fear? I was like, that's a t-shirt. Shit. Let me get my life together. I gotta get some stuff in order, and then I'm gonna work on your product line, kid. Want to name the snake Coral. Her face looks feminine to me. Oh, kitty, Coral, you got it. Freaks me out. Coral is the nicest rattlesnake that we've seen. This is what happens on TikTok. Only my TikTok friends can name. So Clyde half-ass. Because he's got half an ass. It's Clyde. Clyde, I love you. And this is Coral. That's a good one, kitty. Coral. Freaks me out. I have a gift that I'm very happy with. I'm very thankful for, that kids and animals follow me. Like they'll just come out of nowhere. You can test it out if you want, but I can go anywhere, and the kids and the animals are gonna come like I'm freaking Pied Piper or something. And I was at this story time. I was at this hot ass male model's house. Woo! Coral, it's pretty, and I don't even remember his name. But he lived with a bunch of other male models. Imagine that. It's dumb as hell, but gorgeous. And they had a boa constrictor, and you who got bit in the face with it. Oh my god! So they had this big old boa constrictor, huge like this, big. I was like, what is that? What? Just walking around? I mean, not walking. It's not sliding around. Just sliding around your house. They're like, oh yeah, she's free range. You know, she does what she wants. And I was like, oh my god. And I'm sitting on the sofa. Okay, sitting on the sofa. Here comes that snake, aiming right to me. And I was like, holy, every name of Jesus I ever thought in my life, I'm gonna die. And the snake, I was like, tell me that's friendly, and tell me there's 5 of you that are gonna do a lot of. I wish that was a story. The stories that you wish happened that you all only saw in your head. Anyway, I got the snake. The snake comes aiming at me, crawls up goes around my feet, up the feet, spirals up me, goes under my legs, lifts me up the sofa, like heavy. Those are heavy. Lifts me up the sofa, wraps around my back, literally goes all the way around me like a coil, like they're gonna kill you. Isn't that how they kill you? Isn't that what they boa constrictor? Does a spiral stand around my whole body, and then ends right here. And those boys were like, wow, she really likes you. I'm like, oh my god. Isn't this when she goes and like kills you? And they're like, no, she really likes you. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, breathe. That was the meditation moment of just like be in meditation as this snake wraps her whole body around your whole body and then just wants to sit there. And she was just like this. Like that snake hugged me. The boa constrictor hugged me. It was a really incredible experience. But I took a dookie in my pants. I had to shit myself. But it was wonderful. I didn't really dookie, but I did emotionally dookie my pants. Holy cheese balls. But anyway, that was my story, my boa constrictor story. It didn't bite me. It gave me a hug for a very long time around 5 gorgeous male models. What a story. Anyway, I have no idea who they were. So that snake that bit me was the size of a coral. The big ones scare me a bit. Oh God, Lord. Tasha May, like, okay, this is like addressing our fears and traumas. Like, I would never leave my house again. Like, I'm just like, no, alligators scare the hell out of me. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not going to Florida. No, I'm good. I don't need to go to Florida. I'm like, yeah. So page 111. How can pain and suffering turn into joy and happiness? Well, hell, that snake can hug your ass instead of bite it. Like, yeah, how can your pain and suffering turn into joy and happiness? And you switch it around. It goes back to the sword. Like, you've removed it, and then you have it. And then it's like, How can all my experiences, and it goes back to really honestly, Coral. I love it. Coral is a puppet, and Coral answer your questions over here. How can your pain and suffering, like she can be your friend, right? Yeah. Oh my God. Turn into joy and happiness. It also is connected to the whole inner child, saving your inner child, loving your inner child. I personally, all that stuff, all that like self love, self care, inner child healing. I'm the first one. I wrote this book, and I'm the first one that I'm like, oh, brother, are we there yet? Are we done yet with the self love, self care? But I get it. It's really about having more fun in the face of the fear. Don't bite me. Please, God, don't bite me. Anyway, and me too. Seriously, my steak was super heavy, and his, oof, just literally. This is Coral, y'all. This is Coral. TikTok is naming puppets over here. Sorry, YouTube. Okay. And this is Timothy. And so your sword, like your past, oh God, here he goes. God dang it. I knew you were going to do that. Shit. You always do that. Why are you so obsessed with my nose? Why? Anywho, Timothy, for God's sakes, I love you too, but you know what? Jesus, God, seriously. All right, fine, just do it. So your sword can be, really? Your sword can be your pen, your canvas, your paintbrush, your microphone, your musical instrument, or your walking stick, or your nose picker. Be a nose picker too. Back scratcher. Why don't you scratch my back instead of picking my nose? I play guitar. I can play chords, a couple chords, and I do have a song called "Digmatized" that I will sing in my show, dedicated to one human who I love very much, who I'm digmatized by. Oh my God. Anywho, how does the sword show up in your life, and how are you going to use it? That's my question to you. So, if you have trauma and it's like you've removed it, and then you're going to like face your sword, right? Or like use your sword with love instead of vengeance. What does that look like? For me, it's doing this crazy stuff, right? For you, what is it? It's like, how do you take back your let's see, not take back, because it's like, well, yeah, take back play, like bring back play into your life. Yeah. How do you do it? How does one do it? How often do you see them? The one that you're demonetized by. I don't know. He hasn't talked to me in a while. Would you like to work with women who are leaving prison? I have. I've actually spoken. I have a song dedicated to them. I spoke at a detention center for young girls. I have done that a lot. And I've spoken in prison. I've spoken to men in prison. There's another, actually a professor just yesterday hit me up because she uses my book and my movie, working with offenders, to teaching them empathy. Crazy, right? Awesome. So yeah, I've done all that. And if you look up AngelaShelton.com at the top, speaker, and the site is totally changing. So like it's in the process. Bear with me. We're all in a process. We're all processing our stuff, right? Oh, God, love you. He doesn't pick my nose like you do. So how can you use your sword in your life, your past traumas, to do something creative? Like Kitty, you were is a perfect example, right? So you were looking for love in all the wrong places, and then you end up learning to love yourself. And then, even though that term kind of irritates me, but you learn to like get centered in your own self, and then you met the love of your life, and now you're a dating coach. I mean, that's amazing. Perfect example. You like how I said that? So it's like, so that would be a perfect example of you wounded by the sword, you're heartbroken, you deal with your heartbreak, you learn some more, you use it, and then you play by teaching others. It's simple. It's real simple. We just make it all complicated, don't you think? We just make it all complicated. So how would you use it in your life? That's what I'm like. Let's think about it. Oh God, here we go. I allow my inner child to express joy by. How do you let your little inner you, goosebumps, express joy? Well, for me, I'm doing it right now. This is part. I am incorporating you into my homework. Have you noticed? I'm doing that every morning. Yeah, I'm doing it for intentionally. Don't discriminate against the watchers on YouTube. Hey, Jerome. I'm not just. Hey, hey. I got Sean's birthday yesterday. He's very psychic. Yes, he is. He's born on April 1st. April Fool's. What? Yeah, he's great. I love that. I love that Sean. The one in Nashville.com, who I talk about all the time. It's got regenerate, which when you do regenerate, you can clean your brain, right? You're coming from a new like brain cleaned place. And then what does it mean to actually like put more joy in your life? And not put it on somebody else. It's not about someone else. It's about you. So where is your joy? Mine is dancing like a fool. And I do it secretly or in public. If there's a dance floor and live music, you will definitely see me. He happy. Yeah. So it's like, how can you add more joy in your life? This is my question to you, Leslie. You can do it right now. You can commit right now. What is it? How do you add more joy in your life? Oh, get it. We just learned a new spot. Clyde likes that spot. Clyde likes it. So how can you add more joy and play in your life? For me, I've learned I schedule it in. I have to schedule it in because I am a total workaholic and the one that will pick up everybody else's stuff in the past before my own stuff. And I'll bust every brick out of the place to help you. Meanwhile, I've learned now the value of, taking care of yourself. Like, because I actually do my own workbook and it works and it's great. Anyway, playing creates neuroplasticity. Yes, when you create new neural pathways, it is so true. And actually, by pausing your work and playing, your work gets more better. Gets more better. You still don't speak English anymore? Stop judging me, Elvis, with your shirt off. Hey. I'm fine. Quit criticizing. Anyway, you can I want to work out. That always makes me happy. Oh, nice. Well, Leslie, I dare you. I dare you to dare me. I work on dares. I have my golf comedy that I made is 100% from a dare. It was a dare over a whiskey at a bar. And we have that golf comedy because of that. So I dare you. I dare you to dare me to do sword dancing every morning and probably on Instagram. I'm going to die. I can't believe I said that out loud. Oh, I just dripped my nose. God, see, that's how I just got nervous. When you get nervous, you're probably onto something. You get oh no, I don't want to do that. I'm scared. Well, that probably means you should do it. So, Leslie, I dare you to dare me to do that. And then we can work out together with swords. I mean, I know how to do it. Let me just... My thing that stops me is music and music rights. Like, so you want to dance to certain songs and share it, but you can't. You're like, you can't share that. You don't own that. So I'm like, I gotta make my own music and stuff. So we gotta make our own music and then dance to swords and put it like on Instagram or do it on TikTok live. How do you get so many people together for films? Are we on questions yet? How do you get so many people together for film? Well, you pay them. You hire them and you pay them. That's how you do it. So how can you, here's the question is, I allow my inner child to express joy. So Leslie, it's dancing, sword dancing, right? We're going to do that. Oh my God, I'm dying. I'm sweating. I'm hot. It's the shit that I said. I can't say it out loud. Yeah, when you say it out loud, you can. This is choral. When you say it out loud and you face your fears of snakes, and then you get a puppet named Coral. Oh. So, are you ready for that? Are you ready? Where do you want me to do the crazy sword dances, Leslie? Let's do it. Because Coral is my baby. Yeah, Kitty named Coral. Sandra named Clyde. Half-ass. And YouTube is over there. Hey, Jerome and Jackie, I love you. We have many others to be named, but maybe not today. This is Timothy. I'm like, whew, is Regenerate making my nose drip? I don't know. Whew. Nice to meet you, Coral. This is Coral. And then we have Fly, the frog that eats negative thought patterns. This one's a good one. I forget who named Fly. Which one of you named Fly? I forget. Fly eats negative thoughts, which is cool. If you have any negative thoughts, she will eat it and then burp out a new one for you. So that's cool. My first memory was seeing my dog get struck by a car. Oh my God. I was 2 years old. So sorry. Where that just came out of nowhere, Kitty. Like, whoa, hurts my heart. It's no wonder I'm so depressed. Black and white as kid. Oh God. Jesus. Yeah. Good Lord. Oh, okay. So I'll take a minute for the dead dog. Dead dog in heaven. Now you have a doggy angel that follows you around. Whew. Okay. Leslie said she can't dance now. Why? Why can't you dance now? Well, there's no reason you can't dance because you could do chair dancing. Don't give me that. How can you express where'd you go, Leslie? Some people never had a time when they were unharmed. Yeah, it's so true. I know. So let's like express your inner joy by what? What are you gonna do? I can't dance. It's just been you can dance. It's just been a minute. Well, the thing is what does that mean? You can't dance because I mean there we go. They just dance. We just danced. You can always dance. Hey, oh my God. That's when you come in. Sean comes in when she's got a snake wrapped around her neck, a sword on her back. She's got an octopus and a frog that eats negative thought patterns and burps out a new one for you. How are you today, Jesus? We're on page 113. Ready? How can you changing your life affect those around you? Perfect question. We're doing it. Like him changing his life affects me because I watch what he does. And then I'm like, what are you eating? And what are you doing with your time? And now when I've been following what he's doing, I look better. Have you noticed? Like you can just go back through when I met him. I didn't listen, started listening, look better, better. The more I listen, I'm like, damn, sign me up. Sign me up. Right? Hello, fellow Aries monkey. My cat Luna is a monkey Aries, just like us. Oh wow, y'all are monkey Aries. No wonder I like all y'all. Okay, but seriously, how can you changing your own life affect those around you? Me? I did a documentary and I wrote a book and I share myself openly. Like I have no secrets. You can ask me anything. I will lay on the floor. I will walk the plank of truth. Okay. And you've always been, oh, thank you, Jerome. And I quite literally, I ain't lying when I tell you this, on all of the platforms, the freaking from Facebook to X to wherever we all are spread so thin nowadays, I get a message every single damn day about my documentary or something I said that caused somebody to not kill themselves. So I was like, damn, that's if ever you had one of the moments like you should probably keep doing what you're doing. If you're like, that's a lot of lives to affect. And the only thing I did was just tell my story. And I'm just really honest about my own shit. And so it's like, wow. And by doing that, you actually have people that are like, I didn't off myself. I was like, wow, okay, well, what more can we do and do it faster? I'm going to be calling the people that put in custom order this morning. Yay. Yeah, it's a big Well, is it a big responsibility or a big gift? Because I'm like, I don't take it on. I've learned a long time ago, don't take on people. They ain't coming to your house, Dawn. They're not coming to your house. You might go to their house and then leave. But listen. But yeah, you're not taking on. But yeah, I think for me, that lesson is just to continue loving more. And just like I'm brokenhearted, I have a total broken heart, like many people. And it's been broken again and again and over again. It started with Daddy. And I've just looked at it like, instead of living in a broken heart term, just switch the thought process, like just like this. Instead of this, Like you're wounded by whatever trauma we went through. I take it out, remove it, and then you have it. Just like my broken heart is a mosaic. Like it's so broken that it's totally open, and it's actually broken into totally pieces, and it's shattered. So it's actually quite beautiful. See how I did that? And then it's like, oh, I can love actually bigger and more. And I refuse to not love more. And I'm only going to love bigger and more all the time. So there you go. Share the love. Yeah, exactly. So please use your sword with love instead of vengeance. That's the next. This is on the workbook. So this is not my whole sword. I mean, there's always some troll. There's always some that are like, you're excited. You're exciting violence. I do get violence excited. You're whatever. You're like encouraging violence. I am not. I'm encouraging power and like full presence and being fully present with yourself and being a warrior in your life. And you're on your island and I'm on my island. And I might look at somebody like Jesus and be like, whoa, you're way ahead of me. What are you doing? Like, what are you eating? And then I'm way, way ahead of other people. And they're like, what are you doing? Only follow and get advice from people who are at a place that you would like to be. I tell my daughter that. I was like, don't take health advice from fat people, honey. Like, this are the people who were telling her to do things to her body and have me do things to her body. And they were this. Anyway, that's a whole other discussion. But yeah, take advice and follow people that are living the way you want to live. Like, so if it's, I'm the superhero for the people who are self-abusers and self-haters and like stuck. I'm like your whoop, 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 get unstuck. We're going to play now. Like that. That's me. I came in and like when you bring me to your community, it always happens every single time. They're like, who brought her? And thank you. Because I'm like, I just changed my life. I'm gonna actually just purge myself. And like I've seen the 86-year-old women that are walking down the little aisle towards the stage. They're like, I've never danced and I've been stuck in pain because of my grandpa, because of my dad, because of my uncle. And I'm gonna dance like a wild freak right now. Like that's what I am so lucky to get to witness. And that's why I keep doing the crazy stuff I do. Because I like to see more of it. So example of a custom order. Oh, like if he wanted regenerate, like if you want more yummy stuff or like regenerate, if you wanted, we're going off topic because I saw your comment. I took regenerate this morning, Sean. I took it before this. So I'm on it right now. I've already gone through my little hot flash. For those of you know, regenerate, theoneinnashville.com. He will do custom orders for you. So like if you want more sleepy time or more hot, if you want it more hot or less hot. So in order to accept joy and happiness, you need to release the suffering. Are you ready to receive? This goes back to the very beginning of this workbook. As what are you ready to receive and what are you willing to let go of? For those of us on regenerate, right? If you're ready to receive a clean, healthy, fun life, right? And where you're healthy, where you can breathe, I'm talking to myself. Then you have to let go of the old addictions that keep you from feeling that you can breathe and dance and be totally free, right? So what are you ready to receive and what are you willing to give up? So it's like you ditch rage. High five, Dawn. That's awesome. That rage can be dealt with in a great little dance move and like sword dancing. Let's do it together. Yes. So yeah, what are you ready to receive? What are you willing to let go of? There's an answer to this riddle. Are you ready? I only recommend doing this if you really are ready for it. The answer is everything and everything. Yeah. Ready to receive everything. Willing to let go of everything. That is, be careful, young warrior, going into that path because it works. And my best friend did it too, did it first. And she lost everything in her life and she gained everything. And then I did it. Like I made you know what? I'm ready to receive everything. I'm willing to let go of everything. And I literally lost everything. I lost everything. Car, house, friends, career, Hollywood. Thank God. Thank God. You know, when you look back and you're upset about something that happened and then you're like, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you. So ready to receive everything? willing to let go of everything? Where is your, yeah, where is your ready to let go of? And what are you willing to, what do you want? You know? And so for those of us who want a new, like, let go to the next level of healing, and you do regenerate, it like, I was talking to Sean yesterday, and I'm like, you have to be okay with being okay, you know? Because it's like when you're still and you're like, wait a second, I'm not, my mind's not racing, I'm cool, I'm like chill, I'm not upset about anything, I'm in like a chill place. I've incorporated play in my life, and we, the old brains, this old stuff, this can come back and be like, it's time to freak out now. It's time to freak out because something's going to happen. They're coming around the corner. Daddy's going to show up. Oh my God, finally. So you have to be okay that things are like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like, it's amazing when you start having healthy relationships. Be okay with the person who shows up. And you're like, what are you doing? I'm showing up for you. What? What is that? I got the best messages lately. Like, I'm fully present and fully present to love you. And like, and you're just like, wait, what? Well, I mean, I'm used to, you know what I mean? You're like, so be okay with the new level. Cause, and that all that is you're unfamiliar with it. That's all it is. It's like, I'm unfamiliar with this new level of awareness and healing. I'm unfamiliar with a really like, can't even say the word. Committed. I can't even say the word. A committed love relationship. Sorry. You know, makes complete sense. You have to forgive to be forgiven. Yeah, and it's the new is a little scary. It's like me on dance floors. You know, you will always find me in the dance floor. I start dance floors. That's what I do. That's a secret life I lead, where I will go in there and you look like a damn fool. You look like a lunatic. The very first dance on a naked dance floor, you will look Looney Toony. That would be me. And always the second song, usually, sometimes it's the third song, but usually the second song, somebody is up there. Some other whack job is like in the corner. They're like, oh, she did it first. I'm gonna do it. Third song, people are up. Fourth song, people are up. And then fifth song, everybody's up and I leave. Yeah, this is what I do. I've done it for years. My most favorite one, I was in Victoria, Canada. I believe that was where it was. And I was walking by this like really beautiful, ornate, it was like churchy looking building. And it had those big windows, like the big giant windows that were really low to the ground. And it was open. The window was open. And there was a big band. Like, you know how I love big band? Like, I love, listen, a big band and a stage, like, and a dance floor is like, and there's trumpets. I'm like, wait, I don't know what y'all are doing, but that's what I'm going. And I was walking by and I heard it. I was called by the music of a big band. And I looked in and there was a group of seniors at some event, something. Everybody's sitting in the little round tables. They're sitting in their little walkers and they're sitting. And I'm like, shit, howdy, what the hell's happening here? And they have a big band, a live big band, and a dance floor. Nobody's on it. All these seniors or whatever senior event that was, y'all, me. This is me, Angela Shelton. I crawled in that window. Yes, I did. I crawled in that window and I didn't take one pause. I didn't introduce nothing. I just went right to the dance floor. Shabam! And they were like, what the hell's happening here? And I just started dancing like a fool in front of this big band, happy as a clam. That's my joy. Like page 113, 112. How do you allow your inner joy to, how do you allow your inner child to express joy? Starting dance floors, that would be me. So I jumped into this window. I start dancing and they're like, what's happening, Elroy? I don't know, Helen. Who was that? Whoa. And second song, here comes a little man with his little walker in the corner. He's like, what are you doing, fool? And I start dancing all around him and just like incorporating him and his little walker. And then this third song, there's a bunch of other ones start like, well, I mean, is this part of the entertainment? Should we get up too? And then fifth song, they were all up dancing, and I crawled back out the window. And that is my life. That's like that's my personal most favorite thing to do in the world is go someplace, start a dance floor, and then leave. I just revealed my life to you. This is what I do. And that's what I do. Yeah, I was a magical nut ball. And I just did it recently at a bike rally. A bike rally. And then the guy that came up, this has happened many times where they're like, oh yeah, you want to dance? I'll dance with you, girl. I'm gonna take you home. And I was a mime when I was 8. So I start miming, like post hole digging, making pancakes, like putting up walls, putting windows up. And I just mimed that we were like on a construction site. And the guy, turns out that he's like some military officer dude. He starts like, wait, this is weird. And he starts like kind of going with it, kind of, what the hell? And I was like, we're post hole digging, motherfucker. And so we did this whole dance. And then he got inappropriate. He did one of these like, and I was like, hold on. and then he actually mimed falling down. It was good. He took it well. There were many witnesses, and I love the people who've witnessed me, who are my friends. Very few of them. I could count them on one hand, who have witnessed me doing stuff like that, because I usually go by myself. But I'm going to do that kind of stuff in my show. And that's my personal gift to myself for my own inner child, is I'm doing these crazy things in my show so that I make myself do it. Because it's fun. Yeah, so that's it. What do you think about that? Ooh, that's it. That's what I did. It's my secret life. That's how I let my inner child come out, is, puppets and dancing. And I've made a commitment now to Leslie to sword dance as exercise. I think I'm gonna, oh God, okay, Leslie, oh God, it's just scary. It's still scary. Love it. Be radically authentic. Yeah, I am. And that means you do get, rejected too. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, how's that regenerate working for you? We all have what we have. We always have us. Yes, being silly is a gift. I love it. So, y'all, we're working on this workbook today. How can you incorporate joy in your life more? This is my question to you. What is it for you? And think about it. Don't copy somebody else's unless it really resonates with you. It's like you don't have to be starting dance floors having puppets around your shoulder and swords on your back and trying to learn to ride a unicycle. You don't have to do that. It could be you're like, I'm gonna knit. It could be like, I'm gonna walk around the corner, or like walk around the block and just smile at 15 people and say good day, like Sean does. He said everybody he passes, he goes, good day, and he looks like Jesus. Is awesome. So I'm excited to try it. I did the trampoline the other day. There you go. That's awesome. Did you pee on yourself? Because when I jump on a trampoline, I will pee on myself. Yeah. Did you know that I was Safe Side Super Chick? That's what I won this Emmy for over here. This thing. If you care about these kind of things, I got one. Look. And there's a scene in the second one in the internet safety where I'm jumping on the trampoline. I jump up to camera. So like camera was like high and I had to jump and be like, hey, I peed on myself the whole time. I didn't even know that you could have that much pee and just keep peeing. And the crew actually went and got me a box of Depends. It was very funny. Just telling it all. We're working on our Kegels and stuff. That was way before I had a baby too. I'm just like, what? Why is jumping up and down like just gonna pee? Yep. And then with dancing, the other stuff happens. Amrita. Did you know that's what it's called? Amrita. Yeah. Oh my God. It's crazy. Yeah. So I'm going to see. Hold on. Accept. I'm going to bring in Jesus now. Jesus, I've talked about the workbook. I've done my homework. Now we can talk about regenerating. Hey, Sean. Safe Sad Super Chick is the coolest. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It was the best job ever. It was the best job ever. My favorite job ever. I have many stories about Safe Sad Super Chick. I could have its own show. Good morning, Sean. I love it.
Morning.
Hey. Hey.
I had too many buttons down for cameras.
I got too many buttons too. And I got milk in my growler. I did regenerate this morning. La 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 la. There he is.
I'm trying to get this Bluetooth connected here. It's
Live paused. The guest will be back soon. Good morning. Good morning. I dropped. School started today.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. But I requested earlier, and then now I just got steaks off the grill, and guess what else I'm eating?
Milk?
Yeah.
Milk and steak?
Yeah.
School started today. Yeah, I have to finish my workbook. I have to finish my, my homework, and then we can talk regenerate. And I just took some.
Oh yeah. You're starting to flush.
I did it already. I started it before we started the live, so I was flushing as I began this live.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I feel like when I take it, it makes my skin just kind of glow. After
I feel glowy. Am I glowy, Jerome? Am I glowing?
After the lobsterness goes away.
Yeah, I feel glowy. I like it. And she can smell. Dawn can smell the steaks. Day 2 on Regenerate here. Woo, Tina, how are you feeling?
Ribeye.
How are you feeling, Tina?
Yeah, how you feeling? Comment.
She's not talking. Oh, she feels nice and calm. Ooh, nice. Who says I can't play? Oh, so glad to see somebody joining the journey. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm very excited about this. I've only seen. What'd you say?
You got a 9 o'clock ride.
Oh, you got a 9 o'clock ride, so you got to hustle. You can say hey to us.
Well, no, I know. I'm gonna eat my breakfast while chatting with you.
Tina says she can't go live. She's at work.
Gotcha.
Hey, Tina. I'm wanting to start today. I'm on BD meds. You think the niacin's okay with mixing?
Niacin lowers blood pressure. So if you have blood pressure problems, or if you're on blood pressure medicine, start slow and make sure you take it, where you sit down the first time you take it.
Leslie, yeah, sit down. Because it makes you feel like, whew.
And of course, there's an ingredient list that comes with the Regenerate, and it's on the website. Check with your doctor that prescribes to you blood pressure pills to see if anything will interact. But niacin, I can tell you for sure does.
The flush might make you anxious the first time. Yeah. But then is a doctor really going to be honest about all this stuff? Because they're like, supplements don't do nothing. Changing your diet don't do nothing. It really depends on the doctor, because it is allopathic medicine that wants to keep you poisoned.
Well, yeah, and a lot of them will be like, don't risk it. Just keep taking our...
Yeah, keep taking our pills. Don't risk actually changing your life.
Making a lot of money. Do anything different.
Where are you? Oh, you're at your table.
Yeah.
It's like flipped around. So I'm like, what's happening? Good morning. Good morning, Jonathan.
much as I feel goes down as you use it.
True.
Or you can add a little bit more because you do get a little bit of a tolerance to it.
You're going to eat steak.
Sorry, y'all. I'm going to be chewing with you.
I love it. They don't have much nutritional studies physicians. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're not. I mean, how many times was I in the hospital with my asthma and the doctors would say it doesn't have anything to do with what you're eating. And my family was feeding me sugar, processed box food, canned food, and regular pasteurized milk with poison in it. I mean, sorry, not poison, dead microbes.
And if you have any joint problems, it's bone on bone.
I like bone on bone.
Bone on bone. We got to do very expensive surgeries because bone on bone, there's nothing you can do.
Steak and eggs for breakfast. So I took my Regenerate this morning for a man. Not any. It was literally that. I'm not gonna lie. I will be totally revealing.
For a man?
Yeah, I got a dude on my head, and I can't get him out of my head. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drink Regenerate. So it's like calm. Don't be like, why? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So bone on bone in my spine. Yes, same. I was told that. I was told I was going to have surgery, and it was I have 5 herniated discs, and I would, not be able to walk without surgery. Blah blah blah. And when I addressed my rage, my pain went away.
And also the story that we only make one set of cartilage for our entire lives is ludicrous.
Is that really what they say?
Yeah.
The doctors say that?
Mm-hmm.
So
once your cartilage is gone, there's nothing you can do. You're bone on bone.
So you got to take our meds and have our surgery?
It's so dumb. It's like as we get larger, from children to adults, we obviously have to make new cartilage.
I have about 3 dozen.
Like if you believe you have the same cushion substance in between your bones from when you were 16 or whenever you became fully grown to full adulthood, that's hard to believe. Let's put it that way.
It is hard to believe.
You can definitely regrow cartilage, but you have to give space for the cartilage to grow back in.
How do you do that? Yoga?
Physical therapy, yoga, changing the way you walk, changing the way you move, strengthening muscles, loosening other muscles.
I learned belly dancing. We'll see that soon.
Learning belly dancing, maybe.
And also, Katie, or Kitty, I like how you always say Kitty light fun. I had excruciating back pain, and it went away when I addressed my rage. And if you look up Dr. Sarno, he's dead now, but the cliff notes of his book are telling your brain that you realize that it's sending you this pain because you're mad. You're like, hey, brain, I understand that I'm mad. I want to say I'm mad. And the brain's like, oh, okay, thanks. I'll stop sending you this super pain because you're mad. It was really that simple, and it was that fast too, and it was told to me by a retired fireman, and that was the reason I listened, because I would not have listened to somebody who told me about him who was like, anyway, like I have this thing that like if you just like look at your anger, you could like heal your back pain. I would not have listened. Just like I don't like yoga. I don't like yoga.
You don't listen to up-talkers either.
I can't. I'm like, ugh.
They just want to let you know that they're on the same page with you at all times and that there will never be any conflict.
Oh, God. Yeah, so this is also why in modeling days, I was in the model's apartment twice, one in quit. Dawn's like, oh, my God, Dawn? What do you mean, Dawn? I was in the model's apartment in New York and in Italy, and they wanted to in Paris, and I was in so fast. I was in for like 4 days, and I'm like, I'm out, y'all. I'm getting my own apartment. I can't deal. I can't like deal with that. If you're like, oh my God, like anyway, we're gonna do yoga. I just can't. So I'm learning yoga. Yoga. Breathing yoga.
Sounds the same, but deeper.
Yoga. Not yoga. I can do whatever, like ride a bike, but my back will be out of whack for months. Interesting. What you mad at, girl?
Well, you gotta figure out you gotta figure out a position that you can ride where it doesn't hurt you.
Motocross. This is why I love motocross.
That means your riding position is bad, or you have to be mindful. Yeah, I'm hypermobile too.
I'm hypermobile and
If I
fast.
pedal the bike the wrong way, I'm in pain. I have to literally not ride my bicycle the way that my body wants to. I have to think about the way that I pedal.
Interesting, because it'll add to your back pain if you don't.
Yeah.
Huh.
I also do that when I'm walking, when I'm not like thinking about something or hanging out with someone. I pay attention to the way that I walk, because just like somebody else said in the comments here, I had to learn to stand. I stand with incorrect posture. You
stand really well. And yes, Jonathan, motocross. I'm that would describe me to a T. It would be a wild motocross ride. Nah, fast. And bumpy. Crazy. Wild. Puppets.
You gotta roll the butt down. It's a whole thing to stand properly. Most people stand on one leg, and then as they get older, that shifts their spine because they're really just standing on one leg, because it's actually easier or uses less energy, but you're less powerful if you stand on one leg.
Interesting. I like standing on two legs. Yeah, we're taught all kinds. We're also taught as women to stick our butts out, not tuck our butts in. Mm-hmm. Because, we're afraid of that flat butt. Oh my God, will you please share about the flat butt? So I was like, I'm addressing my healing, and I was like, the only thing is that I'm insecure about my butt, and I'm doing theater in the round. I was like, what are they gonna do back there if it's theater in the round? My flat butt. I don't. It's good. I got pictures. And then you said,
like there is a link between cortisol, which is what the body uses to break down protein if you lack amino acids. So it's a sign of being on stress hormones and being underfed or undernutrition. So I'm stressed out and undernutrition. And I was like, I need to tell that to all my white girlfriends with their white flat butts. You're stressed out. No butt. You don't have no butt. There's those people that like literally have like no butt.
Yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, it's just like there's nothing there, and it's almost like it's indented because their spine is so rolled forward from stress and trauma.
Yep.
So it's essentially like they're like an animal. You have to envision them like an animal with a tail tucked in between their legs. They're in a protection pose.
Yep.
So their tailbone is, instead of back, where if you could visualize that the tail would sway, like a primate.
Yeah.
Their tailbone is tucked under.
Yeah, because they got traumatized. They're like, right. Whoops, don't touch it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you know how we hold on to negative thoughts that people have said to us, like that can ruin your life for so many times. I also held on to the best cigs I ever had by the most gorgeous dude ever. He used to say, he's like, you have the cutest butt. You have the cutest little butt. And I was like, can you write that down? Can you write that down? You can put it in my wallet. I can look at it every day.
That's important to remember.
I know.
Everybody has a perfect butt.
Yeah. So I was like, write it down, put it in your wallet. Anyway, y'all have a nice day. Oh, bye, Tina. My nickname was Bubble Butt. No, I'm really just a skinny white girl. Oh God. But with a bubble butt? Dawn, you have a bubble butt. We're all so insecure about our butts. And speaking of butts, oh my God.
It's gonna.
How much time do you have? Can we talk about PEG with men? That's some butt stuff. Good God.
I've got like 7 minutes, so probably.
Okay, so what's your theory? I know.
7 minutes on that.
I know what it is already, but now that I have you, it's like, and I can grab this and like edit it out. I hope is okay. I get requested so often to be a DOM for men and to PEG. And I believe that it's the devaluing and demasculating of men from a purposeful place of brainwashing coming down from the organized perps. But I would love your take on that. Go.
I've never had a desire to do that.
Well, I know you don't because you're a man. But
my guess is that their equipment isn't working. So they're not reliably getting strong like bulk. And that's another way to have a release from what I read.
Interesting.
So they don't have to.
I also think it's interesting that these men have really horrible mothers and they've had toxic, like abusive women in their lives. And
yeah,
here
over and over again. So now they're just like,
yeah,
I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. So
just PEG. Yeah, I mean, it is a thing. Hey, Jay, like to be vulnerable? I guess, but like, why don't you hold each other? Like I've been doing, and I've been preaching in my work of just having intentional. Yes, Leslie, but we can't say these things on Tech Talk. But having intentional affection. So instead of like, oh, let's meet on Tinder or whatever. Let's hook up. Let's spend some time wasting time at a bar, getting drunk, and then maybe we'll get to know each other. Why don't we come in with intentional affection? Like say, like, here's my wounds, here's your wounds. What do you need? Let's hey, how about I hold you, and you can tell me about your day, or how about you sit in my lap and I can like either way. Both goes both ways. Like intentional affection. I've done it many times and it really works. It's really great. It's way better than just like, hey, let's waste some time to see where we're at. Maybe if you like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dating that.
I'm not doing that. I don't understand what the woman would get out of it.
I have talked to housewives, Sean, who have the equipment and do this and like it. But in the situations where that is the case, the dude is really powerful, criticizing, kind of a DICK that they present, and then in the bedroom, she makes him pay for that behavior. I mean, that's so layered with all kinds of things. I missed something. Dawn says I missed something. Okay, I'm speaking in code, Dawn. I was getting Sean's opinion on I get hit up a lot by men wanting me to be a DOM, as in this is why I have this, because I took pictures like this, but I'm taking you down a different pathway. I'm not going that pathway. I'm going into how we beat ourselves up.
It's probably because you have a whip and a sword. That's probably what's making them think about it.
I only got the whip after I had that request so often. But
that's most likely.
But I just am like, yeah, the strap, it's a big thing. And the women that I've talked to who do this thing called the PEG are the ones that in the public with the dude are really treated poorly, to be honest. And then in the bedroom, the powerful dudes, like these guys are the big guys that are like the ones that turn tables over, the ones that are like, bah! Those are the ones that are getting PEG.
I think,
See you, my friend.
What about the women that are in their masculine that have men that are in their feminine?
They can have a party all they want, I guess. I'm not interested. Just hug them. See, I'll hug you. I'll hold you and hug you and like, oh, where'd that come from? Oh my goodness. You, my friend, have the BDE. You don't have any of that energy. You have the BDE energy.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Calm, not the ones that are angry and throw tables. I am man. That's usually not. It's the calm ones. It's the calm ones. They're like, I got my stuff together.
I've got to go in 2 minutes, so you're 1 minute ahead of me, Kitty.
To go 1 minute. Okay. These are my freakies. Yeah, I'm a rat. So yeah, what's your take on the demasculation of men?
Well, if you want to demoralize a place, and you want to take over a country, you're going to want to demasculinize men.
Yep. This is intentional and laid. I just wanted you to say it out loud because I have theories, but it's right. It's right. This is intentional. This is all intentional.
So, we all have to help each other through this so we don't end up in chaos.
Well, we're doing it. Regenerate. I'm holding the men because the guys who asked that, I'm like, listen, not literally physically holding them. Some I do if I have, but it's like, wow, can you address that, please? You know?
I was surprised when you said that was like the #1 equipment that people buy.
At the adult stores, yeah. That's what flies off the shelf. Yep, I know, because I go into every single one of them.
Lesbians?
Nope. It's the BUTT love. This is coming out all over TT.
Many powerful men, so it can't just be powerful men.
About building our men up. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Leslie. It's coming out about building men up. That's great. It's going to have a backlash of people saying, don't build them up, cut them out. We're so glad to have them not here. We hate them, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
There's those intellectuals that say that testosterone is, if we could just remove testosterone, then society would be fine. It's the opposite. So dumb.
So dumb. It's that, yeah. And even the word patriarchy, all of that stuff, I think, is also brainwashed stuff down from the top, organized perps, because at the top, it's like the both. At the top.
Queen of England had 56 countries until she died like a year ago. So what patriarchy?
Well,
a woman controlled 56 countries.
And also in these families and all the gross stuff that's going on, the women are pretty actually powerful.
And so is she.
Yeah.
You're looking at a Canadian schools. She did a number over there.
Oh. Indoctrinating humans. Anyway, 0 testosterone equals soft world.
That's right. I say yes to both Florence, Seaside, and Kitty. Totally correct.
Yes and yes. So, more testosterone. Hey, and more getting better and healing and moving on and, sharing how we're doing that. This is Coral, by the way. She got named today. It's my rattlesnake, Coral.
It may sound cheesy, but love is the answer.
Love is the answer. Loving yourself. I need that checked in me. I need my testosterone checked too. That's why I took Regenerate this morning, because I was talking about and thinking about that testosterone.
That's right, Kitty. In differing amounts. All right, I gotta run.
Thank you.
No. Thank you.
Dun, da, da. Awesome. We had a visit from Jesus. I can go to like 10. What are you doing? And then I'm going to get to work. There's 3 sex hormones, and we all have all 3. Yes. So anyway, back to the workbook. Where can we apply more joy and more fun and more happy sex? Cool that he comes in now. I love it. Well, now we figured out how to do it. Did you see we were side by side, Jay? He's a very cool dude. And you know what I like about him, and I've known him for years, is he is legit. Like that's what it's. He's like me. Like what you see is what you get. What you see with him is what you get. Like there's no. It's really great because I've been around enough people, especially in Hollywood, that talk a lot of talk, and then the camera rolls off, and they're when the camera rolls off of me, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm probably gonna talk. I'm probably gonna be like, you did good today, baby. I'm like, Clyde, we learned this today. We learned that you like this. Oh God, we did. We like it. Oh God, he likes it. What's going on today? We did the workbook. We're almost done with this workbook, Jay. We have what? One more day? We have 2 more days. We have 1 more day? 2 more days. I think 2 more days. And we talked about inner child playing and expressing joy. And I told the story about how I start dance floors. And it's my most favorite thing. And then I am going to, when you is down and out, say a prayer and love will save the day. It's so true, Jerome. Yeah. For me, it's dancing, you know. I have just made the commitment to do a dance, sword dancing with Leslie. Oh my God. Yeah, I did that. And I just gave my sexy book, speaking of SIGs, to my editor this morning at about 6:30. That happened. So that's happening. I can't decide whether it's called Sacred Dicks or You're Such a Good Boy. You tell me, it might be Sacred Dicks, You're Such a Good Boy. Mommy teaches young men how to have holy bedrooms. Not young, doesn't have to be young. Mommy teaches men how to have holy bedrooms. Yeah. The gist of my book is teaching men how to have holy bedrooms and getting off of the corn addiction and dealing with their obsession with ex-girlfriends and their mother wounds and all of it. It's all the stuff I've done for about 3 years on my spicy side and things I've learned and how I can share. And it's my gift to men. And on the pages, there's going to be 2 versions. One is just text, like a regular book. And then the other one is a much thicker, and it's full of every page has a photo that's underneath the text. So you got to read the text to see the photo. So you're welcome. I love everybody. Yeah. Bye, Kitty. That's awesome. You're such a good boy. You like that one? I left my son alone with all of the above. He's a very loving husband, and she's very happy. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, because a lot of times you're not taught. Like many times these guys, many of us learn what we need to learn, learn what we learned from abuse situations or corn, which is not teaching you like real presence. So I don't like to label things at all because, you know, you need an example. Okay. It would be like a double page. So say there's a double page, and on the double page is like cleavage that's like super sexy, but it's faded and text is on top of it. Bold and you know, cleverly formatted so it's not just text all over, like text to frame it so that it's also a beautiful picture, but it's got text on it. So like that. You get a good chip. You get a good picture. That's really funny though. I need an example. It is pretty funny working with my editor and my designers on it. When I come into the Zoom and they're like, "Hi." I'm like, I took all those myself, every single one. That's cool. I haven't seen that. I know. It's not out there. There's nothing like this that exists, so I'm going to do it. You're welcome. And I have no problem being fully revealing because it helps. And then I'll have like deep, you know, you can go deeper. If you wanted to go deeper, and that's not in a book. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So it's meditations, thoughts to, you know, I'm also a little bit of a drill sergeant, you know. I'll like, which is also why I took pictures like this. Like I took pictures of this, pantless, with the So you see So you see this hitting took us, right? But it's talking about how we beat ourselves up. You're welcome. Yeah. Hey, Shelton. This is a town called Shelton, about 5 miles from me. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Let's go and take pictures. I love me some Shelton. God, I love you, Jerome. You're amazing. Like Jerome is keeping my YouTube alive. It's amazing how, and my daughter's like, Mommy, your YouTube sucks. I was like, yeah, I know. All the pictures are me, and all the pictures are me, and all the pictures I took myself. So this is going in a book. Yes, because it's going in a book, and it's thick. And now I'm in the process of looking to see if I print on demand, or I pre-sell so I could pay to actually print them and have them in my hot little hand, which I like better. But then I got to ship them out, and then I got to get a new pack and ship place, and I'm like, oh God. So that's what we're looking at now, but it's being edited. I just gave it today, 6:30 in the morning. Oh my God. Yeah, I have things like, how to get the girl also, and also like when you have smart moves you could do, that you don't, I haven't seen this kind of advice anywhere. And also things like stop saying I'm sorry. I can't, stop saying I'm like, sounds like you already know what you need to do. Yeah, Basham, but I need the cash to pay, like, because that's when you print a full color, like every single page, it's like a photo album. That is some money. I'm sorry. I'm gonna share with you my article about I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why don't you go on my O site and I'll send you that article about I'm sorry. I'm good with that one. Anyway, so where are we? Are y'all what are we doing today, Jay? What are you doing today? I'm working on my sexy stuff. I already did that this morning. And then I'm working on some stuff for Sean because I'm helping him on my designer side with the packaging for Regenerate. Because it comes in an amber bottle with a bamboo lid that's got logo on it. And then all the stuff on the back with the QR code and stuff. I was like, can I do that? Can I do that? Can I do that? And then can I be an affiliate? Because I love this stuff so much. Yeah. I'm like, I'm only going to show you things that I actually love. Which, speaking of, I'm in Tyler, Texas, Rose Capital of the world. Sorry, I was helping someone who is at our conference room. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, September 21st. September 21st in Nashville. For the ladies, it's late. September 21st, you can go ride bikes with me. But for the ladies, it's a comedy. You got to come. Like, if you can come, figure out how to get to Nashville. September 21st. I just put it in my link in bio. You can get tickets now. And I'm the headliner, and I'm doing comedy. It's going to squirt all over the place. It's going to be a mess, a hot, awesome mess. Can I identify as a woman that day? I know, that's exactly what Sean said. He's like, I identify as a Black woman. I'm coming. I was like, well, I got to figure out how I can do that. Like, how I could, Coral's excited about that. How I could maybe film it. I can maybe go live. I'll film it so I can share. But the actual event is vaginas only. Yeah. Just got to work in the gym today. Changed oil in my truck yesterday. That's awesome. And you did it yourself? That's hot. I took Regenerate this morning because of a guy who builds trucks. Ho hum, ho hum. Where is that female croc? This thing? Is that this one? Is this a croc? So funny. Heather let me borrow this for pictures. It's so funny. Oh my god, this makes me laugh. She's like, we could take the price tag off. I was like, no way. I'm not taking the price tag off. Oh my god, this was $5.95, y'all. Which thrift store was this at? $5.95. That's worth it. That is a steal. This is like, bam. Oh, this is oh my lord. Would would they let you go live during it? I don't know. I definitely am going to film it. The gator. Oh, hold on. Ron, we got Ron, but we also have this guy. We also have this one. Y'all haven't named this one. Ugh, this one's scary. This was a big one. Did we name her? I forget. Was she a she? I forget. Regenerate made me super chill this AM. Nice, Dawn. I love it. I'm chill. I'm like, how are you feeling besides chill? Wait, what? There's a guy on here that makes those handmade and they're electrical? Makes what handmade? What? Make what handmade? Puppets? Oh, whips. People are into some stuff. You know what I'm into? Cuddling. But don't touch me. It's usually like, don't touch me, seriously. Unless I'm in love, and then I'm like, touch me all the time. Don't even keep your hands off of me, please. Otherwise, I'm like, look, don't touch me. How is my mom? My mom's good. She's actually not good, to be honest. Yes, she is. She's got some hip pain. She's got some comfrey leaves. I went and brought her some comfrey leaves yesterday, and she's going to the chiropractor in 1 hour. And I could probably go take her there if I really was a good daughter, but am I? I'm just kidding. I could. I'm like, Mom, that means I got to go 3 times. I just went to school. Drop-off started today. School started today. It was a big deal. My daughter was not happy. She's not happy. I was going to do a little video and everything, and she was just like, F this world, almost in tears. And I was like, honey, I wouldn't want to be dropped off at jail either. Maybe the wrong thing to say. But she likes me to take her because I let her listen to whatever music she wants, and she busts out some rock and roll. So she listened to some music, and then she was like, I feel sick. I think I'm going to throw up. I was like, I would feel the same thing going to jail. Getting the routine back. And then Hannah was sad. And so I'm picking her up today, and then we have violin lessons. And then I'm going to do a podcast and probably go live on my Instagram with my friend Owen. And it's the full moon. Isn't it the full moon today? And we're going to go live, me and Owen. It'll be great. It'll be just great. So that's what we're going to do. Actually, I should call my mom, and then I'll take her to the chiropractor. And then we'll go, why? I'm just kidding. I get it. My one grandson is feeling that too. Yeah, they're so sad. They're like, oh, God, summer's over. Oh, God. People are acting like it's a full moon. I think it is a full moon. Yes to intimacy. It's so true. Intimacy. What'd you say? Who? Where? What? Yeah, so is Kitty still here? Did she leave? She left. Yes, get mom. Are you big into Halloween? It's not like something I'm like, yahoo! Like some people are like, oh, freak. They start getting excited right now. We made some Halloween lamps. Ooh, I could keep you live and go show you my lamps. Me and my daughter make lamps together called the Lamp Ladies. That's another thing. It's like, what don't you do? Do you have ADHD? No, I am the thumbnails for your ADHD. Do you make lamps? I do too. She dresses as Wonder Woman. I need to. Don't we manifest a full moon? I know. Let's manifest some stuff. Jerome, I'm going to close YouTube, and then I'll go on TikTok, and I'll show you some lamps, and then I'll get ready to go see if my mom wants me to get her. All right, y'all. Bye. I'm saying bye to YouTube. Bye. Bye. All right, now.